And we'll move on to an Instagram model who no longer can use a straw.
Yeah, no, this intrigues me ever since you mentioned it.
Yeah, so her name is Mary Magdalene.
Of course it is.
I don't know why she would use Mary Magdalene as her name.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she's she's a prostitute of biblical proportions.
that would make sense. Or well, once I start telling you about what she's known for. So I clicked into the article once I seen that a Instagram model couldn't use a straw, and instantly forgot all about her lips because I read this. The Canadian model stripper that is also known for having the fattest vagina is no longer be able to use a straw or whistle. Suddenly, I don't care about her lips. Suddenly, that all I want to know is about her vagina.
Hang on, what?
Yeah, so apparently Mary Magdalene has the world's fattest vagina.
How's that even measured?
I didn't know. I didn't know it was something that women wanted. I didn't know whether there's a competition for the world's largest vagina, but she has it, and I've seen photos of her wearing pants, and you can clearly see her camel toe, and it is the biggest camel toe that you will ever see in your lives. So, like I said, instantly I don't care about her lips anymore. Like instantly. And I kind of feel like the article kind of knew that most readers would feel this pretty much similar the way we were thinking, realized that she has the world's largest vagina.
I'm assuming it's fake.
Well, it's artificially enhanced, let's say.
Yeah.
So, like, in her own words, basically, what she is trying to do is define the opinion of judgmental pricks, I think that means us, in her quest to oversize her body parts. So, like, in the last 4 years, she's had a boob job, 3 Brazilian butt lifts.
What the fuck is that?
It's where they take fat from parts of your body and stick it into your ass.
Okay.
Yeah, so she had 3 of them. Like
that's some sort of weird fucking Kim Kardashian shit.
Oh yeah, like it's kind of on. Yeah, it's her gone like absolutely like she's like giant tits. Her body goes like head, really wide tits, skinny waist, and the largest hips that you've ever seen in your life, and the world's largest camel toe, and then her legs.
So she's basically just totally disproportionate and looks like a fucking weirdo.
Some people get addicted to these kind of things.
And she's obviously one of them.
Yeah, well, yeah. So she's had she had hip fillers as well, so obviously give her like kind of bigger hips. And she had her infamous vagina surgery. Now, I don't know about you, this might be just a me thing, or it might be at everything, but anytime I hear or read the words vagina, it comes out in my head, like as I hear in my head, as an Australian accent. So
Of course it does, Mark. Of course it does.
So anytime I hear vagina, I hear vagina. Anytime and clearly I can do a great Australian accents, as our now listeners know, and like I said, we probably don't have any Australian listeners.
If we do, they're gone now.
They're gone now, or else they're tuning harder. So all this body enhancement has cost $80,800 really. This is what she's estimated that like it has cost her throughout the years to get her like vagina enlarged, as well as her tits and ass and lips.
Why?
She has a very different way of what she calls beauty, I guess. But she does admit that there is some drawbacks of all this body enhancement. Doctors have started to refuse to do certain surgeries on her, saying that she no longer needs any work done, or she probably needs a reduction, probably in certain areas. And she's found it harder and harder. Now, in fairness, all of this has been paid for is by sugar daddies. Now, she has said...
Of course it is.
Well, like, for the large... there is only one reason why you enlarge your vagina, but they're we can probably point her to like a previous podcast episode where we were talking about a certain app with like men with larger dicks that she could find, so that she doesn't need to get surgery on her vagina. Like, We really need a girl analyst on the show.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
No. We had only one girl guest, and she might have been the last guest as well. Yeah, so we were. So basically, there is some drawbacks, Ken. This isn't all fun and games when you're going through all these surgeries. So, like she said, she can no longer use a straw or a whistle because her lips are just too big.
Then yeah, like from the description now, I don't know what this girl looks like. From the description that you gave, though, I'm just seeing a big fucking like disproportionate balloon animal.
Yeah, like she looks like in certain areas she looks blown up.
Yeah,
especially the vagina.
You were a bit obsessed with that.
Well, you know, it's so large that like we've all seen big tits. We've seen girls with big asses, but like, have we ever seen a girl with a big vagina? Like one that you go on about. Like it is something out of the ordinary. But that's not the only drawbacks. Her vagina. Sorry, I'm gonna have to talk about this a little bit longer. She has to get vagina reconstruction surgery to reduce the size of her vagina back in March. There's people who hate the word vagina who are cringing every time we talk about this.
Yeah,
it's like the word moist. People
don't say them together.
Yeah, the moist vagina. I'd say she can't probably get a moist vagina because of all the surgery. Anyway, in March she had to get reduction of her vagina because the left side kept growing, so she had to get surgery, which left her with some scarred tissue.
Sick.
Yeah, so basically she has 300,000 followers on Instagram, and you think like the stripper business is probably very badly hit with the current situation.
Yeah.
But she managed to actually, like most business, go online and be able to do virtual strip dances for her viewers. She charges £81 for a 5-minute strip, and 50. She has 50 sessions booked every week. She's the age difference between 20 and 80, and it's men and women.
Jesus Christ.
Now, like, you think, like, what weirdos would do this? She basically chats sexy, like, to them. She does some strip tease for them. Sometimes she acts as a therapist to some. Some people just love having someone to talk to, which is kind of depressing that they have to find a stripper to do that. And she gets all sorts of different requests. Some people want to just see her eat stuff, try on clothes as well. Also, she likes to do footsies as well. People just want to see her, like, I don't know, rub other people's feet. That is a weird fetish. All fetishes go. Yeah, and she even has people begging her to humiliate them and insult them. So yeah, it's kind of weird. She covers all bases. She's not just the average ghost stripper. She cares about her clientele.
It's all very weird.
It's all there. Now you can obviously just Google Mary Magdalene, maybe not Google, Instagram Mary Magdalene, and yeah, you can see what she looks like. You can see her camel toe. You can if you feel like it. If you feel like, you can even book her in for one of those striptease sessions or chat to her if you want to chat to her for 5 minutes. Maybe she'll chat to you a little bit longer if that's all you want to do. Like, she might give you like 10 minutes.
It sounds like you've looked into it.
like I said, I clicked into an article about not being able to use a straw, and I went in a world of information. This story takes a few different turns to the point where we led to people who have no one else to talk to but a stripper who has the world's largest vagina. I didn't think when I first started this story that I'd end up at that point.